I have got myself another dilemma in the car dealership, whether or not this car is scrap or a complete goldmine. I think there's profit left in this car, and I need you to help me and tell me whether or not I'm right or I'm wrong. Lots of people are saying scrap it because underneath it looks like a sieve. If it's an umbrella, you wouldn't buy it. And hopefully you're gonna find this video entertaining at the very least, watching my misery as I try and work out what to do with this 2004 Chrysler Crossfire. Good morning, good afternoon and good evening. Welcome back to the channel. I've done something very stupid. Hello, Callum. I've done something stupid. It's a shoe of a car. You all right?
Yeah, that's about you.
Yeah, good, thank you.
Don't look too bad, this.
That's all right, Graham. It had welding.
Is it?
Well, it said it on one of the last tests. Did you say have a set of wheels with it or something?
Yeah. It's a wheel. Yeah, stop them out.
Oh, so they're the original wheels.
Just to get them sorted out.
On Pirellis.
We got soaked at...
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's all right. Don't want to buy it though.
All right, worth an ask. Just obviously a Chrysler Crossfire. We're going to get it down, have a proper look at it. It came in part exchange against an SLK. I've not seen it, I've just bought it blind, but I give £1,000. And you can't go wrong for £1,000. Needs paint there. Have you ever seen one before, Alex?
Chrysler Crossfire?
Yeah?
No.
No, didn't think you would. Oh. Yeah, it did mention the headlining's a little bit saggy. Those wheels are quite cool.
Yeah.
Lovely. It's got track car written all over it, is this?
What, the stock car?
Yeah, stock car. Oh, it's in gear, Tony. That is the sound of a V6. There's only 600 left. You know how many left? 600 left. Callum's obviously very pleased about this car. Look at that. They don't make them like that anymore, thankfully. Wheel. Oh! I know it needs some love. Set of wheels. Money. This is money. This is going to be our biggest profit car in a long time.
I might have done that bit.
Get 50 quid out of the mish. Yeah, I saw you do that.
That's on camera.
No, you caught back one, mate, but it caught tyre. We'll just call it quits for the day.
Right, that's good.
Yeah,
Work for note all week anyway, man.
yeah, sorry. May as well carry on. Do you like it? Genuinely, do you like it?
I don't know. I think so.
You don't have to be nice.
It's different, isn't it? Call that engine.
Has he got no MOT in it?
No, nothing. No test, due a service, needs a load of work.
Yeah.
There's a market for these.
Yeah, we'll get these in the wheel. Yeah.
Everything with an MOT is worth 500 quid. That's been established.
Yeah, that's
Everything.
laws.
Yeah, that's laws.
Like
That's
law.
like your Corsa.
Exactly.
Exactly. Anything with a V6 in it and no test is worth £1,000. I could just do with finding 500 quid cash in it, and I think we've bought ourselves a decent car. So there we go. So next job with this is I'm going to get it up on a ramp. Bit of scratches. Let's get it up on a ramp, have a proper look underneath it, and then just decide. Jokes aside, it came in part exchange. I wanted to do the deal. I've never had one before. I've never driven one before. You rarely see them. And the bloke that I bought it from wanted to continue to do it up, but unfortunately, I believe he needs a hip replacement and he's got to wait 60 odd weeks until he gets it. So from his point of view, I think he wants to see it go to a nice home. And I'm going to try arrange that. Let's get it on the ramp. Right, so this is dragged on a little bit because we were meant to get the car in straight away. So we're going to the MOT testing station now, throw it on the ramp, makes allow us to use a bit of space and we have a look underneath it. However, the first thing that might be of a concern is potentially these brakes. We'll have a proper look upstairs. Upstairs? On the ramp.
Upstairs.
What am I about?
I like it.
And apologies for the t-shirt that looks like it's come out of the packet this morning. It has. So see you over there. Right, let's get it in the air. Callum, that's a Callum job. Oh. Never going to happen. So what we're going to do is get it up in the air, we're going to have a look around it, see what we can spot, and then off camera I'm going to have Mick have a quick look around it as well, because he is an official MOT tester, and just see if there's anything that we've missed. Let's have a little look.
I don't like clicking noises.
I don't like the clicking noise.
I don't like the clicking
I'm
noise.
not a fan of the clicking
Is
noise.
the clicking noise normal, Mick?
I'm assuming it's just been served. Should the ramp be doing that noise, Mick? He's not there. Well, this is how we die. Make sure you get it on film. Are you all right under there, Cal? Because I'm a little bit
I don't know, I mean...
concerned. Now, there's a reason that I'm looking around this car in particular for rust and signs of corrosion, and that is because, like with everything that comes in, we did a vehicle score check on it. Now, I know we keep talking about vehicle score, but it's really helpful, especially for stuff like this. So this is the car in question, Chrysler Crossfire, 3-owner car, 4 in total to include current. There's nothing on here that's alarming, but it only scored 720 out of 999. Now, I went with the paid report because I wanted to look into it in a little bit more detail. And the main things are, it's not been taxed, it's not been MOT'd in a while, and we know it's not been serviced. However, it'll break down all of the different MOTs that have been on the car as well, along with the values. So it's telling me the trade value is £1,000 in poor condition. So I think I'm right there, but it's also saying that the retail price is £2,500. But we'll go into that in a bit more detail because I think that's wrong. However, you then go into the previous MOTs. The last MOT, which was done literally 2 years ago to the day, was showing that the near side rear inner sill hole looked corroded. So let's just see if Callum can find those.
Could do some work.
You can see how this is going to very quickly turn into a project.
Look at that. Oh, yeah.
I think even in bits, the car's worth good money. So I'm hoping that we can at least dig ourselves out of the mess by selling the wheels and selling the other parts, etc. But at the same time, I genuinely don't know. When you look online, not in the correct attire, good examples of these are sort of 4, 5, 6 grand. So do you throw a few £100 at welding and a service and find out what that gearbox situation is, and then kind of, Callum's picking rust off it in the background, and kind of, oh, I don't know. I really don't know, but I still think it's worth £1,000.
Look at the discs on them.
What are they saying, Cal?
They're not looking very happy.
I mean, it has been sat, hasn't it? Oh.
I might be in for changing them, I'd say.
Okay, so we're into discs and pads. Oh, there's drips up there, look.
Nice bit from your plug there.
What does it taste like?
Rust. I mean, money. Money.
Yeah, it tastes like profit. So as an MOT tester, qualified MOT tester, I would say that this car needs discs and pads, a little bit of welding, and there is a minor misting of oil on the gearbox. Fair, Callum?
I'd say fair, yeah.
Okay, mate, have you seen what we need to see under here? There's a bolt missing there.
Replaced it with a heat shield. Well, I'd say it needs a professional evaluation.
Yeah. So what we're going to do now, off camera, is get Mick to have a look around it, see what he thinks, and then back to the unit and make a plan. Right, so just had a chat with Mick, who's not impressed with the rear sills at all. So what he's basically said is this car will fail, no two ways about it, which is, I think, fairly apparent. However, the gearbox, he's saying genuinely, it's not as bad as it looks, Rob. So I probably wouldn't be overly bothered by that. It's not an MOT fail, might advise. Different MOT testers have different sort of views on it. If this was coming in as a sales car, he'd be telling me about it and telling me to do something about it. But with it not being a sales car, it's just like, I wouldn't really worry about it. And even if you were to sort of retail it, it's not a massive problem, which is exactly what I wanted to hear. However, we'll get it back in the unit now and let's come up with some sort of a battle plan, strategy. I've managed to stay totally clean, which I'm really pleased about. It's a bit cramped in here. The headlining situation is not helping. I am tempted to make this into a track car or something. I think it'd be funny. Put a big silly exhaust on it. Sounds like a Golf. It makes some weird noises, that's for sure. Right, back to the unit. And, oh wow, so the visibility, it has to be said, is absolutely shocking. Can't see anything. Right, let's work out a plan. Right, I've got some decisions to make about this car, and I know it's not a lot of money, it's £1,000, but it is a lot of money, it's £1,000. And I've been looking at the markets. I'm going to show you what I found on a Chrysler Crossfire and just see whether or not you think I'm being stupid. But I do think that that car could potentially be worth 4 grand, maybe 5. I'll explain to you now. So here we go. I've gone on to scum of the earth, Auto Trader. Just have a look at these cars, and what I'm going to do is quickly filter and sort it. I'm looking at all the Chrysler Crossfires that are for sale in the UK on Auto Trader. I appreciate there's other websites. So if we just go and filter it down, hang on a minute, how am I filtering on here? Get it out of relevance and sort it. If you've not seen that video, watch that video. Get it from low to high. And let's have a look what the cheapest Chrysler Crossfire is. That's concerning, £2 in Bolton. That looks cheap. Auto. And the wings really faded. Oh, I prefer a convertible. I really prefer a convertible. And it's got an exhaust on it. How, for £2 that looks like a lot of car to me. However, I think what I need to do is be a little bit more specific in my search, because I know that some convertibles will be worth more and autos will be worth less. I know autos are worth less. Let's just filter and sort this and go and get rid of the gearbox for a start. So gearbox. We are looking for manuals. Rare, 9. And body type, coupe. There is my market. So you've got a category N car, irrelevant. We don't want that from a private seller. Then you've got this one, it's done 48,000 miles and it's £5,000. It's on an 06, so it's a bit newer. I don't know how much of a difference that's going to make. Then you've got another one here, £5,500 with 49,000 miles on. Then another one, that's obviously the one to buy at 8,995. Is it a £5,000 car, this car? I wonder how many owners this has got. 5 owners, mine's 4. Oh, so I don't know what to do. I mean, how much have we got in to get this car right? There are a new set of headlights with the car anyway, so I know that they're a little bit creamy and misty. That'll be sorted really quickly. There's some welding to do. I'm out of touch with how much welding costs because I just don't get involved in cars that need doing. 200 quid? 300 quid? I don't know. And a service, 100 quid? Discs and pads, worst case, 300 quid? So we might be on, what, 700 quid? Cars cost me £1,000. Say we're £2,000 in for prep and the £5,000 retail. Even if it's £4,000 retail. Oh, the headlining. The headlining is a problem because you can't see where you're going. So I kind of don't know what to do with this because I could break it for parts quite comfortably, and I bet if I go online and have a quick look, 300 quid for the engine, Chrysler Crossfire, wheels, I bet there's, how much are the wheels? Set of wheels, 250 quid. So you're already on 550 quid there and you've not even started to strip panels off it. I don't know what to do with it. I'd like to know what you'd want me to do with it because truthfully, I don't really care either way. I think there's a profit margin in that car and it's not to be sniffed at, especially at the moment when I'm struggling to buy stuff. However, I just don't know what to do really. Yes, I'm drinking a beer. No, it is not alcoholic. I've had an afternoon of it and I feel like I want a beer, but I don't want to be drinking at work, so I've got a load of stuff to get through. What's your thoughts? What do I do with this wonderful bus that is a Chrysler Crossfire? Do I fix it, repair it, get it on the road, sell it for a huge profit, or do I break it for parts, or scrap it, too good for scrapping, or fix it up and raffle it, is an idea. But I don't think anyone's going to buy a ticket for a Chrysler Crossfire, are they? I'm interested to hear what you think on this one. Anyway, thank you as usual for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you do. And crucially, please turn the bell icon on. YouTube is changing the way that they're giving you content. And without the bell icon, you're probably going to miss some videos moving forward. However, as usual, thanks for joining me on my epic little journey as a humble car dealer based up in West Yorkshire. And let's just see whether or not we can turn a profit on what is probably a car I shouldn't have taken in. See you in the next one. Cheers.